Alright, what's up? It's your boy Shy, you know what I'm saying? Back again with another video. Hey, I got my hair done. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got hair. Y'all never see me with hair, but I got my hair done. But listen, dog. This video, we're gonna talk about apprenticeships. I'm not doing an apprenticeship, but my teacher was telling me about apprenticeships. I'm at Barberschool, if you ain't know. So my teacher was telling me about apprenticeships and some of the things that, you know, you don't learn in apprenticeship. Like, you do learn, but you might not learn. You're less likely to learn these things during an apprenticeship. So with me going to school, I'm gonna give you my knowledge on school. I'm gonna just give you my what he told me, so my opinion from what he said. So in school, you know, you learn about sanitation, you learn about cleanliness, you learn about bacteria, what to look for in the head, things like that, what to look for in people's body, you know what I'm saying? When you doing your scalp analysis, things like that, those are the things that you gotta look for. When you doing a apprenticeship, you gotta find a master barber, you know what I'm saying? And that's a whole task in itself. Not only do you gotta find a master barber, you gotta find somebody that is willing to teach you. You gotta find somebody that they gotta stop doing what they doing, in a sense. They gotta slow down. You know, they might be a busy barber, so they gotta slow down to teach you. They gotta slow down to show you what things are. Yeah, you can get, you know, more experience with cutting because you just seeing them cut. But like, as far as the sanitation and things like that, they gonna have less time to teach you because they still gotta make their money. They still gotta cut. So that's one of the things that we had discussed. And I was just thinking, like, damn, that is important. You know, let's say you want to cut hair, you want to take the apprentice route, and you're trying to find that barber, like I said, to teach you, that master barber to teach you. You're gonna go and you're not getting paid. At least in barber school, you can get tips. You know what I'm saying? At least in barber school, people could donate money to you, like, so you can get 10, 15, 20 dollars a cut. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got $100 before, and I didn't ask for it. That's what they felt like I deserved. You know what I'm saying? That was a donation. I'm in school. You know what I'm saying? So, not saying you can't do that as an apprentice, but I'm just saying, like, in school, you definitely gonna get tips here and there. You're not gonna get it all the time, but you definitely gonna get tips or donations. Like I said, you can't get paid in school, but someone can donate to you. But when you're doing an apprenticeship, man, and I'm gonna keep talking about the time thing, because, you know, it really is difficult. Like, once you find that master barber to teach you, like I said, they have to slow down what they doing. They have to put you in their schedule now. Now you're a part of their schedule. You know what I'm saying? They have to teach you. And they might not have time to teach you. That's the main thing. They might not have time to teach you, bro. And a lot of barbers, not all, but a lot of barbers are older, and they haven't looked at my lady book in 20, 30 years, bro. So they kind of outdated. A lot of the things that they're doing that you're seeing are outdated. You know what I'm saying? They might be using certain tools. They might be using certain techniques that are outdated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that duster, that neck duster? You're not supposed to use a neck duster, bro, because it holds germs, it holds bacteria, it holds sweat. And you're using that on different people, especially if it's hot. You know what I'm saying? You're sweating. Some people's faces are dirty, so you're touching somebody's face with the neck duster. You're going from person to person to person to person. What do you think that neck duster is carrying, you know what I'm saying, over to all these people? Like I said, people have dirt on their face and all type of things on their face. If you a neat freak, if you a person that don't like germs and things like that, just think about that. Someone is using a neck duster that they haven't cleaned. Because even if you try to clean the neck duster, bro, it's the material that the neck duster is made, like the part that's used on your face or your neck or whatever, that part specifically, it's hard to clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's dang near impossible to clean, bro, just because of the material that it's made of. And you're not gonna 100% get rid of the germs, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. You're not gonna 100% get rid of the germs, bro. So that's definitely something you have to think about, bro. But you know, it's a lot you gotta think about, bro. Like, when are they gonna have time to teach you? I may be wrong, you know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, let me know. But when are they gonna have time to teach you? When are they gonna have time to say, hey, I'm gonna stop cutting hair and making money. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. We're gonna read this chapter, you know what I'm saying? Now, they could tell you, hey, read this chapter and we're gonna go over it. But like I said, man, like, you might not understand. You gonna need that hands-on training. You gonna need, like, you gonna have questions. So you gonna need that person to, like, answer your questions at that time, you know what I'm saying? So during an apprenticeship, I feel like it's more so you're just watching. It's more so cutting, bro. That's why a lot of people, they want to get into the apprenticeship field. They want to do that route instead of school, because they're like, man, if I do the apprenticeship, I could jump right in the shop. I understand you, I feel you, but it's a lot of things you're not learning. It's a lot of information that you're skipping. It's a lot of key things that you need to learn still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could hop in that shop, you could cut good, but are you sanitizing everything? You know what I'm saying? Are you disinfecting things? Are you using new blades after each client? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, man, I could learn that. I understand, but you learn it like right then and there at school. Like, these are the things school teaches you. Why would you wait till later about sanitation and disinfectant? And why would you learn about that later on versus learning about it like right then and there? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, bro, like, and just be honest, bro. How many barbers, now I'm not speaking, when I'm speaking, bro, I'm not speaking on everybody, but how many barbers are spraying down they clippers after every cut? How many barbers are putting their combs and guards in the barber side, you know what I'm saying, for 10 minutes? How many barbers are taking apart their clippers, cleaning their hair out from the inside, putting it back together? How many barbers know how to zero gap? You know what I'm saying? How many barbers know what to look for in somebody's head, whether it's pores or, you know, lice or whatever, like skin infections? Like, how many barbers know how to do that? Like, how many of y'all are learning that during your apprenticeship? You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all are learning not to irritate the skin? And if you do irritate the skin, what's the process that you do? How many of y'all are learning, if you cut somebody, what do you do for, like, blood spill? How many of y'all are learning that? Like, are y'all really learning that, bro? Or are y'all just saying, yo, I'm learning how to cut, I'm learning the steps? Like, what are you really learning? You know what I'm saying? And that's the main point I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to downplay apprenticeships. Like I said, apprenticeships may work for some people. Some people may need to go down that route. You know what I'm saying? But apprenticeships are also like 2 times longer than barber school. I think barber school, like 1,200 hours in some states. Apprenticeship is like 2,400 hours. So you're doubling your time. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, to work in a shop, bro, you still need a license, bro. So, like, you could cut under the table, bro. You can, like, the shop owner might let you cut, but at the end of the day, you still need that license. So at the end of the day, they can control what you do. If I have my license and I go in the shop, I'm my own boss, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned sanitation and I learned these things, blood spills and what to look for. I did that. You know, so I got my license. While you, on the other hand, you might be like, all right, yeah, I'm cutting, but what happens when state board come in there and they say, hey, do you have a license? And you don't? You know what I'm saying? Do you know the fines for things? Like, it's so much information, man. But yeah, I just want to hear on this topic, man. Just like I said, I have nothing against apprenticeships. I just feel like, yo, school is, you know what I'm saying, definitely a good route that you should take. All right, I had to take a pause. I just picked my kids up from school, you know what I'm saying? Say hi.
Hi.
Let me see.
Hello.
In the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know if I'm not tripping though. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about apprenticeships and school, man. I just feel like school is a shorter time. You might not learn about cutting all the way. You gonna learn that in the shop regardless, but you gonna learn that over time, bro. But I'd rather learn about the sanitation and the laws and the fines for things. So when I do get in that shop, like I'm already knowing, like, all right, I can't do this, I can do this, I'm gonna get fined for this. If somebody does this, I know what to do. Like, I'd rather learn that. Not saying you can't learn that during apprenticeship, but I'm saying, like, I'd rather learn it off the bat. And also, bro, when you doing an apprenticeship, you gotta think, like, the barber teaching you, they might have did an apprenticeship also, so they may not know about sanitation as well. So they teaching you certain things and it may be wrong, you know what I'm saying? Or they may be giving you wrong information, or things like that. Like, they may not know certain things as far as sanitation, and it's not all about sanitation, but they may not know certain rules and regulations, and they may be teaching you and it may be wrong or outdated, like I said. But
what's the door?
That door, I don't know. All right, man, if y'all like this video, let me know in the comments if y'all like this video. Like I said, if y'all like the hair, let me know about if y'all like the hair, man. Got my hair done like 2 days ago. It's your boy Shy Fades. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bang! Went to the store and I got me some panties.